right, can I get everybody's attention, please? Can y'all hear me okay in the back? Awesome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, participation, I love it. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2022 Graduate Student Association Awards Ceremony. My name is Carly McNeil, and I'm the Vice President of the Graduate Student Association. We're so excited y'all could be here this evening, and we really appreciate y'all braving the weather to come out and join us. So we're going to go ahead and get started this evening. First up, we'll have Dr. Peter Ryan, who is the Executive Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, coming to give us our welcome. Dr. Ryan.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Good. Oh, Carly, thank you very much. And I could have done without that expose there, but that's fine. Well, listen, good evening to everybody, and welcome to the 2022 Graduate Student Association Annual Awards Banquet. First and foremost, I must remind you that this event is hosted by the Graduate Student Association. And I want to thank Carly, Brittany, Jeremy, Ira, and others on the Graduate Student Association executive that have made this event possible. And also to Miss Lily Harris. I don't know where she is, but Lily is the graduate program coordinator and organizer of all events special offered through the graduate school. And so we'd like, before we proceed any further, to acknowledge them for the work they've done to make this evening possible. I also want to thank you all for coming out tonight, and especially our administrators, Dr. Julie Jordan, Vice President for Research and Economic Development, and I see some deans here, Dr. Westberger. I don't have the best eyesight, so there may be others in the room. Also graduate faculty and department heads that have joined us, and family and friends that have joined the award recipients this evening. Thank you all very, very much. I recognize that this is a unusual weather system we're experiencing, but rest assured we have a meteorologist in the room with Dr. John Rogers, so he's going to tell us what tables to dive under if it gets a little rough outside. But on a more serious note, to our graduate students, congratulations on being award winners tonight. I know there's a diverse range of awards. Some of you already are aware of the awards that you have received based on competitions, the 3MT, the Research Image, and others, the Research Symposium. What you do matters very, very much. I hate to say this, but the graduate student population is probably the most invisible group of people on the university campus. They are very busy doing what it is they do very well. They help with the teaching mission of the university, they help with the research mission, and they certainly help with the service mission across the university, ranging from as diverse units of athletics, academics, all the way over to the library, budget and finance, and in every office in between. So I give great level of gratitude to all the students, not those that are here recognized tonight, but also those others that are aspiring to be in your shoes in years to come. Because of your efforts, and I know Dr. Jordan will probably elaborate, the university's research enterprise would have a tough time in existing if it was not for the excellence that you bring to the table. We have students that come from all over the world and all parts of the United States, and that enriches our culture here at the university. Over 75% of our graduate students are actually international students. And I appreciate that very, very much, and we're trying to grow our international complement at the university, not only at the graduate level, but at the undergraduate level, and also in our faculty. We have faculty from all over the world that enrich our culture, and I hope many of you took advantage of the International Festival weekend, a weekend or two ago. So With that, again, welcome to this very, very important event. And again, congratulations to all the award winners and to the Graduate Student Association for hosting this event. So I will get out of the way and let the program proceed.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our speaker for this evening, or I'm going to cut the music back on. There we go. Goodness. Dr. Julie Jordan is the Vice President for Research and Economic Development at Mississippi State University. As the Chief Research Officer of Mississippi's leading research university and land-grant institution, she oversees a growing and increasingly diverse research portfolio. A Carnegie Foundation R1 very high research activity doctoral university, Mississippi State's research expenditures totaled nearly $241 million in fiscal year 2017, accounting for more than half of the total in R&D expenditures reported by all Mississippi institutions. The university is a strong partner with the state of Mississippi in economic development and has played a significant role in efforts to recruit leading companies to the state. She has worked with major funding agencies, university leaders, and the Office of Research and Economic Development to expand the university's multifaceted partnerships and collaborative relationships around the world. Dr. Jordan holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Engineering and a Master of Science degree in Education Technology from Mississippi State University. She earned a PhD in International Development from the University of Southern Mississippi. Y'all please welcome Dr. Julie Jordan.
Good evening, everybody. It's really nice to be here with you, and I'm honored to be here with y'all tonight, and I think inspired by the work that you do here for our university. And I want to congratulate, like Dr. Ryan did, I want to congratulate you all for your successes. And not only in your success in completing your studies, but in your work in the research sector. Here at Mississippi State University, we have grown that number from $241 million in 2017 to last year approaching $280 million in research dollars. And we only do that by the hard work of first students like yourselves and the faculty that are in the room and the other administrators that are in the room that are supporting your efforts. So in your research activities, you are actively contributing to the creation of new knowledge and creative endeavors. You are demonstrating in a lot of ways your intellectual skills, you're demonstrating your problem-solving skills, and then also your communication skills. And when you think about it, many of you may not realize that, but I see the creativity in what you do every day as well. And think about how you approach your developing your research questions, whether it's the creativity in how you're designing your posters, your slides for your presentation, or in the instance of those of you that were participating in the Image of Research competition, I'm completely amazed at how creative you are in expressing what research means to you. I have to tell you, I was one of those engineering graduates that can probably solve the problem, but there's no way I was going to creatively express the message and tell a story the way some of you are able to do that today. And so, in thinking about, normally when I do these talks, I'm kind of talking about all the really cool research things that are going on at the university, but I didn't seem appropriate for this audience because y'all are doing those really cool things. So I thought about the way that you are inspiring your colleagues and your friends, and I thought I might challenge you in a couple of ways as you go forward. First, I would challenge you to think about how your interest and your passion for research, how you can inspire that in younger people, in younger students, in your siblings, and other youth in your communities. Inspire them to think about a career in science or creative endeavors of all kinds, but those endeavors that are solving problems. Tell them the story that's important to you about why you do what you do. And then help them understand that no matter what career they choose, they can travel down a path where they are helping others and solving problems and having an impact. Whether that's impact in improving the health of people, our environment, maybe it's encouraging diplomacy over conflict around the world, encouraging imagination among young people, and enlightening the hearts of others. We need you, we need our young people thinking, yes, we need you thinking about our big problems around the world, but just as important, we need you to also be thinking about how you can be a problem solver and a force for good in your own communities, wherever that is in the world. And I think when I think about inspiration here, I would not be doing my job if I didn't try to inspire you and recruit you to continue your research career. Please don't think of whatever point, if you're at the master's level, you're at the PhD level, please don't think that's the end of your research career. Please continue to think about a career in research for the rest of your life, a career in research in academia or elsewhere, and think then about how you can help others consider that same career. We need young scientists and researchers. We need you here at Mississippi State University helping us grow our research enterprise. Our research enterprise here and the impact that we can have around the world through research doesn't happen without people doing that work. And so we need you. Some of you are going to do fundamental research and make new discoveries and maybe one day end up being a Nobel Prize winner. Others of you are working with more applied areas. And maybe you're out in the forest, or you're along the waterways, or you are in schools or clinics around our state and doing applied translational work. It doesn't matter where you are. What's important are the processes and the knowledge that you're gaining by learning how to do research to tackle and find solutions to challenges. You know, when I was in school, you remember, y'all are young enough, you're probably remembering a lot of things your professors are telling you right now, and you're trying to remember all those things your faculty are telling you right now. But those things will wane over the years. And there's one thing that has stuck with me about 40 years. And I have no idea why this got off on this topic in I think it was a linear programming class. But he said, there are 3 things we learn when we go to college. Keep in mind, I was an undergrad. He said, we begin to learn a little bit about how to study. Second thing is, we learn a little bit about our chosen discipline. And the third thing that we should take away is realizing how much we don't know. And that just stuck with me, because right now your brain is sort of filled with how do you get all that information that's trying to come your way and pack it in there and learn it all and get through your studies. And that's your job right now. That's your job as a grad student. And that'll change one day, because I vividly also remember walking across the drill field after my last exam and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done with school. I never have to do this again. I'm going to go away. I'm going to get a job, and I'm finished. And obviously that didn't exactly work out that way, because I was one of those non-traditional pathways, and I realized after I kind of got into the working world that I needed to keep learning, not only informally, but I was also sort of motivated to come back and continue my studies formally at the institution. So I returned from my master's degree after 10 years of being out, and then about 10 plus years after that, I returned for my PhD. I would just like to say that if you're thinking about all of those, that pathway could be a little easier now as you just go through the continuum, because right now what makes the difference is technically your study skills are so tuned in right now. And so you've got all of that kind of working for you right now. Trust me, you'll forget that after a couple of years being out. And that has to come back to you if you try to go back as an adult later in your life. But at the same time, I also looked, as I returned to graduate school, the fact that the life experiences that I had really helped me see those studies in a different way. So either way you do it, I think it's about taking a positive spin on how those experiences shape your future. If if you approach your career, and I want to say if you approach your careers, because you're likely to have a lot of more than one career, if you approach that with the mindset that every experience you have helps you improve the next. And when you think about that, if you do that, you never really fail. And I would also encourage you that if you end up in a job or a career that you don't like, that you're not really good at, and it's not a good fit for you, please just stop and find something else to do that is a passion for you to do it, because life's too short to spend an awful lot of it doing something you really don't like every day. In entrepreneurship speak, the idea of that mindset of being okay with failing is often referred to as fail fast. Because in entrepreneurship speak, they want you, and that means if you're going to fail, do it fast. And stop and do something different. Don't just keep going at it. So I know as the semester ends, I would also encourage you to take a pause. Let your studies in. I don't know if you're going to go straight into the next semester or some of you are finishing and graduating, but whatever your timeline is, just take a few days and pause and let your brain rest. But also I would encourage you to reflect on the positive things that you've done, the positive impacts that you've had on those around you, the way maybe you helped that student in your class with something that maybe really mattered to them and it was a small thing to you. Think about all those little positive impacts that you've had through the course of the year and kind of give yourself a pat on the back and take time to do that for yourself. Y'all, you are in an elite group. I think there's only about 13% of the population in the United States that completes a graduate degree, and I know all of you are going to complete. So that's 13%. So you're already in this percentile up here. And that's an even smaller percentile across the world. So you are already very accomplished in your career. So think about it that way, and congratulations. And remember, we want you to stay here at Mississippi State and work for us and grow our research enterprise. So thank you very much.
So now we're going to move on to our awards. Maybe. First, we're going to start with our 3-minute thesis awards. For those of y'all that came out and spent time at the 3-minute thesis, it was a really, really fun competition. Some of the smartest people on this campus were in the 3-minute thesis competition, because I know I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't speak about what my research is on in 3 minutes. It's hard to get me to shut up. So we had a really fun time at this event, and if you've never been, I encourage you to come next year. But the 3-minute thesis awards, we're going to start with our finalists. And finalists, as I call your name, if you'll please stand, and if y'all will hold your applause until I finish reading all of the finalists. We have Masood Abdullahi with Civil and Environmental Engineering. We have Meena Raju with Civil and Environmental Engineering. Saki Arachige from Mathematics and Statistics, Caitlin Waldrop with Agricultural and Biological Engineering, and Courtney Mason with Psychology. So next up, we're going to move to our award winners from the 3-minute thesis competition. Award winners, if you will please stand and come to the front. Jeremy will pass you your award, and you will go to our picture area, and you'll have your picture taken. First, our People's Choice Award winner was Casey Iwamoto from Forestry. Then our runner-up was Chaturanga Ratnamala from Chemistry. Dr. Jordan, will you come? Yes. We'll get it figured out in a minute. And then finally, our grand champion, who was a former Graduate Student Association Vice President, is Lyman Kwan from Chemical Engineering. Up next, we have our 2021 Fall Graduate Symposium winners. The Fall Graduate Symposium we held virtually just to try that out, and because of the COVID pandemic, that actually worked really well. So we appreciate everybody that participated. We had 27 poster presentations, 19 recorded presentations, 34 oral presentations, and we had 27 faculty volunteers. And I want us to go ahead and give a special round of applause to those faculty volunteers, because without them, we really could not host these events. They are a really key part. And Fall Graduate Symposium winners, as I call your name, if you'll please stand, and Ira or Jeremy will bring you your award.
All right, I'll be taking over from here. So we're gonna start. Which one? Oh. Okay, we'll be starting with education, arts and sciences, and business. And we're going to go over to the master's students. So first is Jordan Wesley. Kayla Jordan. Kendall Comish. And then moving on to our PhD students, Jonathan Nam. Courtney Bolstad. And Raymond Aoim. All right, our next category is going to be agriculture and life sciences. We have our master's students, Allison Harmon. Mackenzie Carvalho. Leanne Ward. And Caitlin Waldrop. And our PhD students, Josanne Argentine. Victoria Jefferson. And Shraddha Hedge. Moving on to engineering, our master's students, Laura Sarmiento. And Lorena Shaw. And our doctor students, Logan Betts. Javier Monroy. Lamin Kwan. Matthew Register. And Mina Rahu. All right, our final oral category. In master's students, we have Holly Torado. Is that not how you say it? Mahesh Tirari. Darcy Collins. And then in PhD students, Devin Chin. Rebecca Bracken. And Thurindu Karante. All right, and so this is our posters. So forest resources and vet medicine. Master's students, Elizabeth Bach. Macy Gosler. And James Healthbridge. And our PhD students, Natasha Murphy. And Casey. Is Ira okay? Okay. All right, moving on to our master's students in agricultural and life sciences. We have Casey Moss and Shannon Allen. They did a joint project. Is Irish? All right, and then we have Ramandeep Sharma. And James Dew. Okay, and PhD students, Oshani Naranthara. Shoot. Okay, sorry. Going back one, sorry y'all. Rathanyaka Mudinslag. I'm so sorry. Lisa Zeigler. And Riley Messman. Moving on to education, arts and sciences, and a business, we have one student in the master's category, Cassandra DeGaglia. And then for our PhD students, we have S.M. Asker Ali. Jasmine Sorrell. And Janatul Ferdesh. All right, engineering, our last one for this year. Well, I know it's long, guys. Engineering, our master's students, Frank Brinkley. Sorry, just keep on going.
Just keep going.
McKenna Patterson. And our PhD students, Yehong Peng. Durank Fullington. And Mahathir Bapi.
Okay, if we missed you with your award, I know we were moving a little fast at the end, if you'll just come to the front and we'll make sure you get that if you didn't get it earlier. So we're going to move on to the 2022 Spring Graduate Symposium. We actually got to have this in person, which was a really great event, and we appreciate everybody that came out and participated. We had 57 posters that were presented, 57 oral presentations, and 52 faculty volunteers. So again, thank you to our faculty that came out and participated and helped us judge. Starting out with our oral presentations, our winners were in Education, Arts and Sciences, and Business, our master's students, Jacob Hawkinsmith, Jordan Wesley, moving on to the PhD students, we had Ernesto Borrego, Dineo Toshasha, and Ryan Reynolds. Anybody else? Okay. In Agriculture and Life Sciences, our master's students, Afsoon Sabet, Mackenzie Carvalho, and Aaron Saylor. Our PhD students, Angelica Abdallah Ruiz, Ira Parsons, and Josiane Argenta. In engineering, we had only PhD students that presented. We had Abdur Rahman, Jinwei Chen, Akansha Jain, in Forest Resources and Veterinary Medicine, our master's students, Elizabeth Bach, Brandon Gerhardt, and Abby Vaughn. Our PhD students, Casey Iwamoto, Vandana Duran, and Seto Agunle. In the posters category for Forest Resources and Veterinary Medicine, our master's students, Riley Porter, Jonathan Smith, and Maxwell Schrimpf. Moving on to our PhD students, we had Edward Insminger, Natasha Murphy, and Rebecca Bracken. Agriculture and Life Sciences, our master's students, Ranadir Vinam, very back, in the back, okay. Jacinda Leopard, Ramandeep Sharma, in our PhD student category, we had Timothy Sellers, Varsha Singh, and Amandeep Kaur. In Education, Arts and Sciences, and Business, our master's students, Abby Miles, Elise Adams, our PhD students, we had Gabriela Luciano, Asker Ali, and Tashina Vanderwood. In engineering, our master's students, Adam Parsons, Sean Hatcher, our PhD students, we had Tingjin Lee, Chiranjabi Shah, and Sanju Marahan. Yeah. And again, if you did not receive your certificate, please wait until the end of the ceremony, and then you can get those from the front. Honorable mentions have everybody stay.
All right, and then now we're going to move on to our image of research. And for our honorable mentions, if y'all could please stand up when your name is called out. So Laura Dibonyan, Magdalene Dogby, Rita Druffner, Jacinda Leopard, Carly Lyons, Jordan Wesley, Vanessa Francelli Vidal Silva, Masood Abdulhali, Holly Torado? Sorry. Lacey Dolan. And Olivia Lappin. All right, and now we're gonna move on to the awards. So whenever I call these people out, if y'all could make your way up here to get your award and take your picture. So we have People's Choice, Varsha, Department of Plant and Soil Sciences, and she's a PhD student. Oh, she's not. We have our second place winner, Macy Gosselaar. She's Department of Forestry and a master's student. Tied for second place as well, we have Rebecca Bracken, Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Aquaculture, and she is a PhD student. And our first place winner is Lorena Chavaro-Show, Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, master's student.
All right, we're going to move on to Graduate Research Assistant of the Year. The Graduate Research Assistant of the Year recognizes an outstanding GRA who contributed significantly to the growth of MSU through their exemplary leadership abilities and outstanding research. First, I'm going to read to you our nominees, and if our nominees will please stand, and we'll give them a round of applause at the end, and then I will announce the award winner. So our nominees were Ali Abdallah from ECE, Allison Bohannon, Geosciences, Ernesto Borrego from Chemistry, Inderjot Kaur from Mechanical Engineering, Izzy Berger from Wildlife, Fisheries, and Aquaculture, Lexi Firth, Wildlife, Fisheries, and Aquaculture, Lorena Chavaro-Show from Civil and Environmental Engineering, McKenna Patterson, Mechanical Engineering, and Vitaly Skranjevsky from Management and Info Systems. And our GRA of the year, if you would please come to the front and pick up your award after we announce the winner, and then we will have a quick picture taken. And that is congratulations, Ernesto Borrego. Come here.
All right, so we have our teaching assistant of the year. And again, so when I call out our nominees, if y'all could all stand up, we applaud, and then I will announce the award winner. Oh, sorry. So the Donald Zacharias Graduate Teaching Assistant Award, named in honor of the MSU's 15th president, 1985 to 1997, recognizes an outstanding GTA who has contributed significantly to the academic advancement of students and the growth of MSU throughout their exemplary leadership abilities and outstanding classroom teaching techniques. Again, I'm just going to announce the nominees, so if y'all are here, please stand so we can recognize you. And please hold your applause till the end. Angel Jamez, Beatrice Arwinio, Chance Anderson, Clayton Wallen, Haley Hardman, Keith Powell, Lauren Lindsay, and Megan Reed. And congratulations to Angel Jamez.
We're going to move on to the Graduate Service Assistant of the Year. The Graduate Service Assistant of the Year recognizes one outstanding service assistant who has contributed significantly to the productivity and growth of MSU through service. I'm going to announce our nominees. And again, please hold your applause till the very end. We have Alexis Jackson and Tinmuk Lee. And before I announce this winner, I wanted to go ahead and read a brief excerpt from her letter of recommendation. The nominator said, "Their character speaks volumes as a compassionate, diligent, and extraordinary hard worker. They are indeed an outstanding scholar and mentor for other students." We'd like to congratulate Alexis Jackson.
All right, our next award this evening is going to be the Hall of Fame Scholar Award. The Outstanding Graduate Student of the Year Award recognizes one outstanding graduate student per college who has contributed significantly to the growth of MSU through their exemplary leadership abilities. And whenever I announce this person or people, please come up, accept your award, and take a picture. First, congratulations, Karen Kelly, College of Arts and Sciences, Department Psychology. Next, congratulations, Vitaly Shukandaisky. I'm so sorry. College of Business, Department Management and Info Systems. Congratulations, Marissa Bello, College of Education, Department Kinesiology. Another one, Shivam Saha, College of Engineering, Department Aerospace Engineering. Ethan Woodyard, College of Vet Medicine, Department Vet Medical Science. Congratulations. Devin Chin, College of Forest Resources, Department Forest Resources and WFA. And finally, congratulations, Nicole Reeder, College of Agricultural and Life Sciences and Food Science, Nutrition and Health Promotion.
Congratulations to all of our Hall of Fame students. Thank y'all for all your hard work that you've done for this university. We're going to move on to the Graduate Student Association Excellence Awards. This was a new award that the Graduate Student Association officer team came up with this year, and we allowed students to be able to apply and tell us about all the great things that they're doing, because I know there are some students who are research assistants and yet they still do some teaching and some service. So this was a way for them to be able to tell us about all the things they do on campus. So this award is a new set of awards that recognizes the hard work of graduate students across all colleges. So we're going to go ahead and announce our finalists. Finalists, if you'll please stand, and we'll give you a round of applause at the end, please. Our finalists, Rebecca Bracken from Forestry, Shivam Saha from Aerospace Engineering, Courtney Heath Windhorn from Sociology, Lorena Shavarho Sho from Civil and Environmental Engineering, and Zonia Carvajal from Food Science, Nutrition, and Health Promotion. And as I call the names of our next students, please come to the front and pick up your award. We selected 3 award winners this year. Congratulations from Forest Resources and a PhD student, Rebecca Bracken. And the faculty members that nominated her, one of the things that they said about Rebecca is, "I feel privileged to witness the early stages of what is soon to be a renowned scientific career for her. I doubt I've ever witnessed a student so mature and motivated, and her ambition is reflected in her impressive CV. As a female scientist in a male-dominated natural resources discipline, I'm most proud of the barriers she is breaking every day through her leadership, study, and research." So congratulations, Rebecca. And our next winner from Aerospace Engineering, another PhD student, congratulations, Shivam Saha. And his faculty member that nominated him said, "Shivam is fully committed and a self-starter and an excellent collaborator with an outstanding work ethic. He is kind and patient with the undergraduate students he mentors, is an outstanding example of a student who is prepared for any challenge he is faced with." So congratulations, Shivam. And from Water Resources Engineering, a master's student, our last award winner is Lorena Sho. And in her letter of recommendation, it said, "Lorena is an outstanding researcher in formation, a dedicated student, and an extraordinary person. She will be an outstanding professional who will exalt our school and university. She is somebody who is a pleasure to work with in any of the roles she is committed to." So congratulations, Lorena. Next, we're going to move on to our 2022 Outstanding Graduate Student Advisor of the Year. The Graduate Student Association selects a member of the MSU faculty based on well-documented examples of the highest dedication to graduate students while serving as an outstanding advisor. And we had a lot of really awesome nominees, and we're going to go ahead and announce those to you. So nominees, if y'all will please stand, and we will give y'all a round of applause at the end. We have Dr. Austin Himes from Forestry, Dr. Chao-Min Liu from Electrical and Computer Engineering, Dr. John Avila from Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dr. Kelsey Crane from Geosciences, Dr. Samuel Ward from Biochemistry, Molecular Biology, Entomology, and Plant Pathology, Dr. Shakoya White from Food Science, Nutrition, and Health Promotion, and Dr. Taiming Singh from Plant and Soil Sciences. Wait just a second. I'm going to read this part real quick. And we are so thankful to our graduate advisors. Without them, I know I personally, without my graduate advisor, I would not be where I am today. So we really appreciate all the faculty members that take us on and mentor us and make us the professional individuals that we are. And so we really appreciate all that you do. I wanted to read a brief excerpt from the letter of recommendation that was sent in on behalf of our winner from 2 awesome graduate students. It says, "Overall, he is a diligent, great, helpful, and inspiring professor who equips me with a variety of skills and knowledge to enable me to succeed. I'm very grateful to him for supporting my research. I'm very thankful for his support and owe him a great deal for helping me on the road to becoming a great professor. Please congratulate from Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Dr. Chao-Min Liu." Hit the button. And go to the back and get the flowers anyway. And finally, we want to do the 2022 Outstanding Graduate Student Mentor of the Year, sponsored by the MSU Alumni Association and the Graduate School. I'm going to announce the nominees, but the winner will be announced at an event later in the year held by the Alumni Association. But we do want to congratulate all these awesome nominees that we had. I know, I'm sorry. The suspense. Their nominees were Dr. Chao-Min Liu from Electrical and Computer Engineering, Dr. Christine Evans, Wildlife Fisheries and Aquaculture, Dr. Matthew Griffin, Pathobiology and Population Medicine, Dr. Matthew Pretty, Mechanical Engineering, and Dr. John Avile from Civil and Environmental Engineering. That is all our awards we have for this evening. We really appreciate y'all being here, and we're going to allow Dr. Henry to give some final closing remarks to wrap us up this evening, not this weekend. And Dr. Henry is our Associate Dean of the Graduate School. Y'all please welcome Dr. Brian Henry.
Thank you, Ms. McNeil. I appreciate the introduction. I'm going to keep it brief here. I know we've got weather coming. Last year I came in to close up. I had a joke about the first time I came into this building in a professional capacity. I was excited to be here and be a part of a graduation ceremony. And the lady out front asked if I was the bus driver. And I laughed. I had another joke tonight prepared about 180 individuals surviving a tornado in a glass spaceship. But I'm going to skip that joke and just move right into what Dr. Jordan said about being inspired. I look out across the audience and I'm inspired. And I sat through the Hall of Fame thing earlier this week and I had chill bumps on my arm. It means something to me to see all of the students out here, the professors, the mentors, the deans, the VPs, all the people who came to this. Thank you. I hope you're equally inspired and go out and accomplish great things. I know you're going to do it. You are the greatest of the great that we have to offer at this university. And I can't say enough and can't say thank you sincerely enough, but thank you. With that, I'm going to hand it back over to Ms. McNeil, and she's got one other thing. I'd also like to mention our graduate school staff who are here. I see them clustered around the table, but would you please stand up? They work really hard every day and help put on this event, so thank you. And Ms. McNeil, it's all yours.
So thank you, Dr. Henry, and I'm going to try not to get choked up as I say this. So we couldn't end this event without acknowledging one more person. Miss Lily, if you could please come up. So I don't know if y'all knew, but we didn't just come to graduate school and know how to plan all these awesome events. Miss Lily is our Graduate Student Association advisor, and she has helped us plan all of these events. She has mentored us, she has been a friend, and you know, when I'm stressed out, I say, Miss Lily, I'm stressed out, and she always sends me some funny message or some funny meme that just encourages me and makes me feel so much better. And we really would not be the officer team we are without Miss Lily, and we would not be able to have these really awesome events for y'all without her, so y'all please give her a round of applause. That's all I've got for y'all, so thank y'all for coming out this afternoon, evening, whatever it is, and for staying with us through the 2022 Graduate Awards Banquet. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you to everyone that's participated in all of our events this year. So nobody get blown away, and we really appreciate y'all coming.